Babel. Oh boy. I've been playing Arknights since 1.5 years, 1.5 years. And when I logged in, I did not expect to get into trauma. Let's just go to the page. I have Ascalon right here, Got Ascalon from the banner. Was actually pretty nice first multi. I can show you first multi. I did the free multi and 9 points, first multi, and I got her. So first pull also. It was just beautiful. But yeah, Babel. This is the saddest story that I've ever read in Arknights. And probably read one of the saddest stories that I've read in my entire life. I have read other sad stories, yeah. But the sad thing is, you know what's gonna happen. You want to prevent it. But since this is an event that is fixed in stone, that has its past set, you cannot change the events because you're already in the future. So it just, breaks everything, breaks you so much. Theresa is going to die. Doctor. You get important lore on the Doctor. You see why Theresa died. Ascalon story, Manfred story, Logos. You see the people who built Rhodes Island from scratch. Rhodes Island of Babel. You see the sarcasm problem. I'm truly at a loss of words right now to describe this event. The music is so sad, it's so bittersweet. The event itself is so lore heavy. I think it's one of the longest events also. I think it topped Lone Trail. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did. And I thought Lone Trail was very lore heavy, but man, Babel just broke the record for it. It was brilliant. It was it was amazing. We got info on Kalsit, Theresis, Doctor, Armia, Ascalon, a little bit of W and an S as well. Logos, Manfred. You see all these people's history. You see how they were initially before seeing what they have become in the Victorian arc. The Victoria arc. It's just, let me just talk about it. So you begin. Let me just show you the this one. This is actually so you begin with Theresa's point of view. You see the sarcasm problem. You see Theresa's working together, this and that. Then at some point the Doctor steps in. You see the Doctor's point of view. And after that, you see how the Doctor betrayed Rhodes Island, betrayed Babel. And I don't know, man, it was just, I haven't hated a main character in a video game. I don't think I've ever hated a main character in a video game. This is probably one of the first video games that I actually hate. At one point I actually hated the Doctor with everything in my heart. Why are you doing this? Why? What would you gain? You've seen that your experiment has not worked, so why are you going forward with this plan? And I'm not saying that Theresa was a saint. She's done her fair share of problems as well. Everybody has. But still, what she was trying to achieve was for her land. I just didn't understand Kalsit. I understood Kalsit, but the problem with Kalsit was I just can't seem to comprehend what she must be going through. She spent probably thousands of years on Terra. She woke up the Doctor thinking that the Doctor will help them, will save them, and then the Doctor goes ahead and does what he does. it all makes sense now. It all makes sense to going back to, like, the OG Arknights when I began the game. I was like, why is Kalsit angry with me? Why does she hate me but help me still? And then there were points like, W hated me. Ines was always very skeptical of me. Ascalon in chapter 14 also had hints that, she doesn't trust us completely. And I was always confused, like, why are these people like that? And this event just, cleared my doubts. And honestly, if I had been in any of the position, I would have probably just killed this man, amnesia or not. I don't know, man. I mean, but you see the reason why the doctor has amnesia, which is also insane. Like, yeah, I mean, even after getting betrayed, Teresa went ahead and just erased the doctor's memory just because she wanted to make him be devoted to Terra, to understand why Terra is important. And it's just very, very heartwarming, very touching, but at the same time, that's the final moments of Teresa, and it's just it just breaks you so much. Why? Alright, if you haven't noticed this, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody has noticed this, but this is a heartbeat. And it's not a very stable heartbeat. Like, a stable heartbeat always has their highs and lows and at an almost equal length, right? So how I interpreted this is over here, BB1 to BBST2. Teresa is alive and well. Teresa is working hard. She is fine. But I think it was BBST2 that the doctor gets awoken. Kalsit wakes up the doctor, and I think after that, you see the heartbeat shrink. And this is like the point where the doctor has begun his plan, even though you don't see it, but you just you can interpret it as this. This is the part where the doctor is there, where the doctor is helping Babel, and you see Theresa's heartbeat grew a little fainter. And then after this, you have BB9 and BB10, which is oh boy, this BB9. I think BB9 will be engraved in every Arknights player as one of the saddest nodes that they've ever had to do. And I don't think, we had this node. We had this one in chapter 8. Where was that one? This one. Where you seen Tallulah. I mean, just you've seen Tallulah just go mad, and she starts killing everybody, despite whatever she's been, promoting, what she's been asking people to do, to treat everybody as equal. She just goes mad because she sees, I think her name was Alina. She dies, and she just goes mad at it. And I never thought that there would be a sadder scene. There would be a more bittersweet scene, bitter scene, not bittersweet, but bitter scene than that. But then you had this one, BB9. For the first time that I did it, I mean, you can see every node that I've done, I have this sanity refund icon that if I ever quit this node, I will have my full sanity refunded. I actually failed BB9 intentionally because I did not want Teresa to die, but I had no option. And that's when the hopelessness sets in. You have no option. You have to place that boulder over there. And that was the moment that my tears actually came forward. I actually started shedding a tear for the story. I was so sad. I mean, the music as well. And then you had BB10 with the with Army as a boss. Oh my god. I don't know why the doctor did it, man. Like, I mean, I know he wanted to give Originium a chance. Originium is meant to save this world, and through the course of the story, you find out that, Originium has not taken the desired progress, or has reached the desired outcome that our doctor had hoped for. Or maybe the doctor and the priestess had hoped for. And it's just taken a very drastic turn where, people are infected, where it's causing problems rather than saving them. So we still don't know much about Originium, why it was created, and what is this paradise that the doctor aims for. But we do know that everything on Terra, every calamity regarding Originium, catastrophes, infected people, it's all because of this one hooded figure. And it's just so sad, man. I mean, like, you are the entire cause of this game. The discrimination that people face when they become infected, the death that they go through with the process where their body literally evaporates into dust. And it's just super sad, man. It's just super sad. You also see that, Kalsit is a creation of the doctor and the priestess, which is insane because, up till now, everybody believed that Kalsit was some long lost person that was important to the doctor. But then now you found out that she was also an experiment. And honestly, I literally cannot, understand what Kalsit must have gone through when she realized that possibility, when that possibility that she had taken into consideration but never expected it to happen happened. And you also see why Amia is now the king of Sarkaz, why Theresa gave the black crown to her. I mean, the lore of this story, of this entire thing, was mind blowing. Like, I mean, I can truly understand why this event created waves and waves of news when it released in China, like I think 6 months earlier during April or so. At that time, I was like, I'm gonna avoid spoilers. I'm just gonna listen to the music one by one. I'm gonna look at Ascalon. And that was it. I'm not going to look at spoilers. And I didn't look at spoilers. I read some funny memes about how Kalsit was the daughter of the doctor. But that's about it. I also did see the Amiya boss. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know how that happened, what happened. And reading it now, man. The X stages launch on my, release on my birthday, which is actually insane. Nice. I mean, it won't be my birthday, but it'll be a day after, but still October 17th. It's nice seeing that. Okay. Man, I mean, talking about this event, it's like you cannot talk about it without either getting emotional or super sad or shedding a tear. And there were these two scenes that had similar parallels. Theresa greeting you, and then Theresa seeing you for the last time. The same pose. She's holding her hands. She's smiling. But in one pose, there's light. She's clean. She's pure. And then in the other one, the last one, her clothes are bloodied. Her face is cut. But she's still smiling. And it just hurts. She was no angel by any means, but she was still a pure soul. And you see the crack on this glass right here? How it cracks over Theresa? I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, truly at a loss of words. The nodes, let's talk about the nodes because I've done enough of the story. The nodes were amazing. It was actually a pretty easy event compared to other events. We had this chain mechanism, which I think was actually a very neat concept. I haven't faced any much problem right now, but maybe the X stages and the S stages will destroy me, like every other S stage does. I will be aiming to get all the medals from this, so hopefully I get it. The farming nodes that I have are also very, very easy, and I don't think I have to show it over here because it's quite easy. The nodes weren't difficult at all. I didn't feel any difficulty while clearing them. Granted, I did go in with a very 6-star team, like I always do. Can I see my squad? Yeah, squad. This was a squad that I always went in with. So Chen, Reed, Ash, Ines, Texas, Ascalon, Calcit, Ella, Penance, Mulesies. So it was okay. Nodes were fine. Ascalon is actually a pretty strong unit and I love that. Rhodes Island. Babel. I can't wait for chapter 14. I mean, I know we're gonna get Civilite Turner. And she is not Theresa. At least I don't think she is, because otherwise she would have been named Theresa. And their doctor has referred to her as Civilite Turner over here, so I think that maybe it's some power or sort, but I don't know, we're gonna wait for chapter 14 to actually find out what happens over there. Overall, there was an amazing event. I did not expect to experience 2 really sad stories in the span of a week, of not even a week, within the span of 3 days or so, because the Natlin in Genshin Impact's Natlin Archon Quest came out in Act 3 and Act 4 were some of the best Archon quests that I've ever played in that game, especially Act 4 with the war sequence and all. And we had many deaths over there, you saw, even though they were NPCs, but you still saw deaths. And over here also you see the bittersweet history of Rhodes Island, of how it actually came to be, and you finally understand why people hate the Doctor. Some people actually despise him, even though you have certain characters. I think Ines is one of them. I don't know about others, but I do have Ines, and I've actually listened to her voice lines a lot. I mean, I don't know which one was that. Wait, let me just check which one was it. Yeah, this one. I'm not after your life for now, Doctor. So, I was actually confused, why is she mad? Why are some people pretty mad at us? And this event actually cleared that up a lot.
When people talk about Her Highness, they treat her like the unattainable future of the Sarkaz. But to me, she is who she is. She trips over her dress. She intentionally forgets certain meetings. She gives me hugs. Pass over that, Teresa? I wouldn't hesitate to do so.
Yeah, I mean, you're just at a loss of words. I mean, for Lone Trail, I had so much to talk about. For every other event, Zwilling Stream Herbs, Undertides, I know there are many events that I've talked about, Ilsir Kusano, but for this event, you just don't have any emotion. You just don't have anything that you can talk about after reading it. So yeah, I mean, Theresa will always remain in everybody's hearts, I think. And I don't care if, if the future, like, Civilite Eterna is not Theresa at all, if she's just somebody else, but she looks like Theresa and I will build her. I don't care, I will build her. Even if she's a weaker version of Scardy Alter, but still, I don't give a crap. I'm still like, I'm expecting to see how the story progresses forward, because, with the story now, I don't know where the story will go. I mean, after chapter 14, we haven't had anything new in China, so we're just gonna wait. And with that, Babel, well, Babel is Babel. Babel will remain forever. The ending, the part where the Doctor removes the defenses, the part where Theresa shields Amia, said Amia cannot witness the Doctor's betrayal. Amia doesn't know that the Doctor betrayed them. I think that's why, Theresa even removed the Doctor's memories part of it, because, he will grow, he will find himself living on Terra. That was nice. It was just, the ending was very well done. Very well. The story entirely was very well done. Well, I mean, I can't say any much more. I've already gone for 20 minutes just talking about how, amazing Babel is and how sad I've been, and, I still am at a loss for words for how to explain this. Like, I don't know. But I would recommend every Arknights player to read this event. If you're starting, if you want to get into Arknights, start it now. Read Babel. Like, you will understand a lot. You will understand so much more. Reading this event has cleared up so many doubts I encountered while reading chapters 9 to 12, 9 to 13, or chapter 8. Some sentences which do not, like, you don't understand the meaning right then and there. But, after reading this, you get a huge clarity. And, I'm just, tempted to go back to the early chapters of Arknights and read them to understand it, So this is what they meant. So this is why this is happening. So this is why he was doubted. So, like, yeah. I don't think, many people know except Carlsit and Theresa. I don't think many people know of the Doctor's betrayal. They just see. I think apart from, Babel members, OG members, nobody in Rhodes Island knows that, this was the man that once betrayed his own team for a cause that is still, I don't know, viable or not. But yeah, man, I mean, I have mixed feelings for the Doctor now. But I don't know, let's just see, let's hope. I hope that he redeems himself in chapter 14. He is presented with a decision where he chooses something that, that would be in favor of Terra rather than in favor of his experiment results. But yeah, that's it for now. The music is so good. Music is so good. So good. Alright. That's it for now. Yeah. So thanks for watching. How did you enjoy Babel? Anyway, the question should be, how much did you cry during BB9 and BB10? But yeah, I mean, I hope you get Ascalon. If you aren't aiming for Ascalon, I hope you get any other operator that you're aiming for. I got Ascalon, so now my aim is Viscedel and Logos. So yeah, 1 month to go. Well, not even 1 month, 3 weeks more, and then we're gonna get chapter 14, the conclusion of the Victoria arc. So we're all set. I'm all set. Thanks for watching. Hope Babel is well, anyways, hope you enjoyed Babel. Yeah, goodbye.